YouTubers, Mike Martin's here, Mike Martin's channel. I got a really cool article I want to read to you guys. It actually affects everyone that drives a vehicle in the province of British Columbia. So here, listen up. If you are paying ICBC car insurance, for other people watching this, ICBC is like the only car insurance you could buy when you're in BC. Like the main insurance has to be purchased from them. Then you could buy third-party other stuff from other insurance companies. And so you can't shop around for rates. You kind of have to go with what they say, right? But the rates are not that bad. I'm actually paying, it's not that expensive. It's not like cheap like Geico in the US, where you have a car, a motorcycle, and a truck, and you pay $100, $150 a month for everything. No, this is different. This is like, it's a bit more here, but it's cheaper than other provinces from what I've seen. And if you're from other provinces, let me know what you guys are paying for car insurance, because I know in Ontario and I know in Saskatchewan, it's so expensive for car insurance. And the article, I'm going to leave a link below. It says ICBC premiums could jump 42% in over 5 years. Documents show. What? 42%? This is from CTV Vancouver, okay? Business insurance premiums for BC drivers could increase as much as 42% over the next 5 years, according to eye-opening numbers released by the province's public insurer. On Wednesday, the Insurance Corporation of British Columbia outlined 3 hypothetical scenarios for rate increases in a letter reluctantly submitted to the BC Utilities Commission, which is responsible for approving any potential hikes. In one scenario, basic rates would increase 4.9% this year, 6.4% next year, 7.9% in 2018, 9.4% in 2019, and 7.9% in 2020, compounding to 42.2% increase. The other 2 would result in compounded increases of 24.6% and 15.8% over the same period. In this letter, ICBC argued that the hypothetical scenarios, which were ordered by the BCUC, represent inaccurate depictions of rates could go in the coming years. So this is pretty harsh here for if you own a vehicle. Well, I own 2 vehicles, so ICBC believes in supporting its policyholders by keeping basic rates as low and affordable as possible. It believes there is no harm associating with public and a response that paints misleading picture, and concerned about the potential confusion of hypothetical scenarios would cause for customers. Nicholas Jimenez, Vice President of Insurance Strategy, wrote. Prior to submitting the letter, ICBC had been fighting with the commission to keep potential rate increases private, arguing they would be taken out of context, which looks like it might be taken out of context here. You're the judge. You comment below. The BCUC asked ICBC to do some rate modeling based on extreme worst case hypothetical situation, and the numbers have been made public, Stone said. I want to pursue the public. There are extreme projections that do not consider actions in BC government and ICBC are taking to reduce the pressures on rates. That's what he went on to say. On the same day, the province also announced that it would stop insuring high-end luxury cars worth over 150 grand, 150 large people. More attempt to save money for the average ratepayer. So they're going to stop. The Ministry of Transportation said there are 3,000 luxury cars insured in the past, 30% increase over 3 years ago, and suggested it unfair for their owners to be paying similar rates to most motorists. So basically, if you own a Lamborghini, you're paying the same rate as most motorists are paying, and then when they smash them up because they have no idea how to drive their vehicles. I saw an automatic Lamborghini here in the city, like automatic, not standard, automatic, and an automatic Ferrari too. They probably pay $20,000-$30,000 to convert it. When these more expensive cars get into a crash, it costs approximately 6 times more to fix them because they are rare and they are built using high-end technologies and more expensive materials, the ministry says in a release. So they don't want to inspect. You know what? If I was an insurance company, I get an 18, 19-year-old come to me and say, hey man, I want to insure my Lamborghini my dad bought me. Yeah. Luxury cars are intended for private use and will not get private insurance under the new rules, the government said. But trucks, collector cars, limousines, RVs might also be worth more than 150 large, will remain under ICBC. Other measures the province said is already taken into rein. The rate increase included additional enforcement and distracted driving and impaired analytic tools for identifying fraudulent claims. So basically, they want to raise rates. They're saying they don't want to raise rates, but the projections are showing they're going to raise rates. But not only that, is now luxury cars over 150 large, ICBC doesn't want to touch them. But then it goes back to having multiple insurance companies to buy from. So you don't have to say, oh, you know what, you got to get only ICBC. There's no. But then this way, if ICBC opens the door to other insurance companies like Wawanisa, maybe even RBC Auto Insurance, just for primary insurance instead of secondary auto insurance, then it would allow people to shop around for rates. And if they do have a vehicle worth more than 150 large, they can just go ahead and insure it through a different company, so ICBC isn't on the hook. And then ICBC isn't on the hook to give the same rates as other motorists. Comment below. I'll leave a link. Let me know what you guys think. Your feedback is much appreciated. It means a lot to me. Thanks for watching, guys. Big hug. Goodbye.